Hey guys, I'm Rachel Cruze, and I'm gonna walk you through how to set up your first budget in EveryDollar. Budgeting may feel overwhelming before you start, but my favorite thing about EveryDollar is it's simple. We make this app with you in mind. We want it to be easy to use so you can take control of your money. And we've got web and mobile applications so you can budget however works best for you. EveryDollar is based on the simple proven concept of zero-based budgeting. Your income minus all of your expenses, including giving and saving, equals zero. That way you're not spending more than you're making. It's pretty simple. Okay, so let's dive in setting up your first budget. So the numbers you're seeing are the averages across the US. And remember, your numbers might be higher, yours might be lower. It all depends on your situation. You wanna make sure that you're putting numbers in that are realistic for your life. The first thing you see when you open EveryDollar is your income. This is where you'll add any money that you expect to earn during the month. That includes paychecks, any side hustle income, and things like child support or alimony. If you're paid hourly or have an irregular income, then pick a conservative average or use your best guess to get started. You can always add more throughout the month or look at recent paychecks to get a more accurate number. So once you have an idea of how much money you're bringing in, it's time to enter your expenses. EveryDollar comes preloaded with basic categories like giving, savings, bills and subscriptions, and spending. Work your way through the budget by entering your best guess of what you think you spend in each area. If you don't need something, you can just delete it. And if there's anything missing, go ahead and add it. You can add things like pets, the gym, and even your monthly Amazon Prime subscription. Next, think about miscellaneous expenses, things like hair appointments or oil changes that happen every few months. Divide those expenses up so that you save a little each month. Now, we call those sinking funds. That way, when it comes time to get your oil changed, you already have what you need. So when you feel like you've covered all of your bases, go ahead and add a miscellaneous line item with around $50 to $100 for any expenses that weren't prepared for. So think of things like school pictures or your friend's birthday that popped up throughout the month. If you have debts, then we want you to put those payments in the budget. This includes things like credit cards, student loans, and yes, your car payments. We want you to be current on all those payments, and EveryDollar can help you stay on track with getting those things paid off quickly. Once everything is filled in, go back to your most important needs, and we call these your four walls. This is your food, utilities, shelter, and transportation. You want to prioritize these and make sure there's enough in each of these categories, even if that means you have to reduce other items. You can always look at your checking accounts and average out how much you've been spending to make sure that you're budgeting enough. Keep in mind, these numbers are not set in stone. You can adjust these as you go. Now that you've got a solid budget laid out, then we can talk about your financial goals. Are you saving money? Do you have any debts that you want to pay off? If you have money left to budget, you can put those things towards savings or throw anything extra at your smallest debt. And we call this your debt snowball. Now, if you're in the red, that means you're spending more than you make, and we don't want that. So find places you can cut or commit and bringing in more income by getting a side hustle. You want to adjust your budget until you see it's an EveryDollar budget that pops up at the top of your screen. Remember, it takes a while to get the hang of this. You won't do this perfectly at first, and that's okay. In fact, that's expected. Your budget is a living, breathing document that should change as your life changes. The EveryDollar team is here to support you and help you create a budget that works for your life every step of the way. And the great news is you've already done the hardest part. Your first budget is done. It's now just adjusting numbers and tracking from here, and we'll guide you through that process. For now, take a breath and settle in. We are so excited to have you at EveryDollar.